This is a 2-for-1 video. We're going to do Palm and Kofa Queen Canyons in the Kofa National Wildlife Refuge, just south of Quartzite. We're going to do Palm Canyon first. The refuge is marked well with these signs between the refuge and BLM area. And there will be some signs that show no access, and that's to keep campers from camping there. Let's get going. The refuge was established in 1939, and oddly enough it was established following a campaign by the Arizona Boy Scouts. So yay, Boy Scouts. It's 665,000 acres, and I've just seen a minuscule part of it in these two videos. This is Sonoran Desert, so it'll have the Sonoran Desert ecosystem. At the top of the trail there's some placards that give you a little information about the area. The road in is about the same as the road for the Palm Canyon BLM video that I did, so you'll see that it's not too bad at all. So I'm on the trail that starts at the end of the road for Palm Canyon in the Kofa National Wildlife Refuge. Very cool looking. The trail so far is pretty nice. If there's any doubt, there's some cairns. It's marked by cairns, the piles of rocks. So we'll continue on up, see what it looks like. So it appears that I'm at the top of the main trail. I see several trails going on up, but there's the Palms sign, and it's a good thing because if you don't know where they are, they're kind of hard to see. See that little rock spire right there? Well, right behind it, up in that crevice, are the palms. I don't know if we'll be able to see it yet. I'll wait for a little while and see if the light goes over the hill to give us some light on the palms. Other than that, it's just, you know, pretty outrageous up here. Definitely a little sanctuary. Some nice rock climbing. So I took a picture and tried to brighten it up. You can just barely make out the palms up there. And these are California fan palms. At the top of the trail, somebody built this little rock community with a lean-to, a little area to congregate. Don't know how long it's been there. Canyon walls are just beautiful. I can hear a few canyon wrens. I think they're canyon wrens. I imagine another 2-3 weeks. I'm here at the end of February. The birds will start migrating north, and the canyon will be full of different kinds of birds. There are a few camping spots for RVs on the road. But you do need to, I would take a little trip up in another vehicle and decide which one you want to get and see if you can turn around, do all those things. Just gorgeous up here. So right after you take the left headed toward Kofa Queen, there's a camp spot just on the left. Very easy access and very large, so that's a nice place to go. There's a sign right there that says road closed 8.5 miles ahead. I hiked up 6 miles. I didn't see it, and I talked to several people coming from the other side of the refuge, but they were in four-wheelers. This first section of the road I'm trying to demonstrate here is just a little bit rougher than the other parts of the roads that we've been on in Palm Canyon. There's a wash right away. It's not too bad, but low cars would have trouble with this. Large motorhomes shouldn't have any trouble coming through there, but I would check out this first area before going through there in case there's been a recent rain. It looks like it could get a little bit nasty. It's a little sandy, but you won't get stuck in the sand. After that, on up the road of a couple miles, there begins to be a very high-centered rock area on the road where the rocks have been pushed to the center. There's one spot where there's a little washout, but again, not horrendously bad. So just be careful if you're trying to take anything that's low to the ground. Otherwise, you should be able to make it also. There's several camping spots, large enough for large RVs. Again, I think I would scout this out before I brought up an RV and kind of pick out my site and look around for the turnaround. If you're in a camper, in a truck, no problem at all, I don't think. Sure would be nice to be out here. I think I might move up here. We'll have to check that out. That's the Queen's Canyon. That's where we're headed. About another 15 minutes walk. For me. Some four-wheelers pass me. You can come in with a Jeep. Something high off the ground because there is kind of a center rock buildup on the road, so you don't want to be hitting your oil pan or anything. So we're almost there. So a little past 5 miles. I saw a parking area just 100, 200 yards back. A couple vans were parked there. But we are entering the canyon, so I haven't come to any like kiosk or anything. But it's sure nice. Starting to hear a lot of birds. So we'll continue on down, or up, above the road so I could see if there's anything else going on. I'm about 2 hours in, so it goes back there for a ways. Here comes somebody in their four-wheeler. 3 four-wheelers passed me already. And I don't see any dust up there, so it probably goes for quite some time. Here comes somebody else. So I think I'll just sit down and have some lunch. Got some almonds and some grapes. Here comes another one. Drink some water. And then head on back down. And I'll leave you with just some photographs of some of the plant life around as I walked up. You'll see lots of different cactus. You'll see prickly pear cactus. You'll see cholla, jumping cholla, cactus. Several of these look like they're starting to get ready to flower. So in another few weeks, I would think, sometime March, April. There's ironwood here. There's Palo Verde, saguaro, the giant of the desert, which supports quite a few different kinds of birds that are cavity nesters. Ocotillo, clusters of plants that get kind of tousled up in between themselves. The agave, which blooms like this. And a great mix. So I hope you get a chance to go up and enjoy.